Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the CX butterfly effect. And in an age of AI design in customer experience and vibe coding, it's really important to understand what the CX butterfly effect is. One of my first projects at British Telecom when I was a UX designer for BT in the early 90s was working on Charge Card. Now, Charge Card was a way in which people could dial an 0800 number and have the cost of the call charged to their home phones. This was fantastic because in the early 90s, the cost of a call on a mobile phone was still very high. It was great for students, young people, for example. You could just make a call from any phone in the world and have it charged back to your home phone. Now, this is what's interesting. I wasn't involved in the development of this as a product, and I wasn't involved in the improvement of the product overall. My project specifically was to improve the design of the pin change functionality. Why was that? Because it was already clear to BT that the biggest problem with Charge Card was not the overall interface design, it was just the pin change, because people were struggling to change their pin and they were calling the call center, and every call was extremely expensive. So with my project, I was tasked with designing the new dialogues. I used a prototyping tool to do this. We did testing with members of the public, typical customers, and then we rolled out the new version, and it was a great success. People were then able to easily change their PIN, and the profitability and the margin of Charge Card dramatically improved. So why did I think of this as the CX butterfly effect? Well, a very small change somewhere in your product or service can quite easily have quite a dramatic effect on profitability and margins and perception of your product further down the line. And especially as we move into AI design and vibe coding, it's not always possible to really understand your customer journey and your service blueprints. You really have to understand every stage of the customer journey and every interaction. So be very aware of this CX butterfly effect. Really make sure that you understand that small changes in some parts of the interaction could impact dramatically on either a positive experience or a negative experience for your customers, and it will also impact on the profitability and margins. So look out for that. Try and find them, and when you do make changes, when you do make these small improvements, it can lead to really fantastic results.